Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Santa Clara. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Deebo Samuel in the backfield with his first carry. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing here, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
When he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about. Let's go!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some space here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Purdy from the gun on third down. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep line beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Purdy off the play fake. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerome Jennings, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A first carry for Rashad White. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. To throw, Mayfield. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Mayfield off the play fake. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. This one taken in by Otten. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Mayfield now. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Purdy. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Purdy now to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 16. Back to throw, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up. Second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 8 yards to go on second down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Burks. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance. Like this, everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Purdy. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Purdy looking to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
A final shot before break. Purdy, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports app. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, they'll run with White. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. He sees that the ball's moved to the middle.
Now White lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And some room to work. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm. And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school. They fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He completes this to run. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job. And keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Mayfield with it once more. Completes it again to Gage. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 1st down, here's White. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? Nope. Put on him, 2 points for them.
Out out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And they will finally get him down. How about that return? They'll be set up well as time has run out in this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper. That'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing it.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield now. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And a catch right side by Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched down here enough before he does pick up the first. Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. I took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.